Okay.
Det var det jeg tenkte.
Ja.
Jeg skal bare justere. Hi. I've been meaning to do some over-the-air measurements to verify antennas that I work on. I have these two antennas here, together allowing me to measure almost through the full range of our VNA. The antennas are omnidirectional though, which means that I'm picking up all kinds of reflections from the transmitter. This results in poor measurements and poor repeatability. To get around these issues, one typically use horn antennas. These can have a wide operating range and good directivity. I was scrolling through eBay looking for potential candidates. But looking at the prices, I figured I might as well make my own.
So I got the first antenna almost completely assembled. When I designed the antenna and created the drawings for it, I forgot to, or wasn't aware that I needed to specify the machining tolerances for it. However, it seems that the tolerances I needed was within the manufacturer tolerances by default. So it didn't really matter for most parts, except the feed part, where the center connector of the SMA will fit. I believe it was under-dimensioned, so it's a bit tight, but also I've noticed that the the electric for the center connector on this SMA is also a bit smaller than specified. So I've loosened all of the screws are sort of a bit loose, so we can try to push it in. It actually seems to fit quite snugly. And now maybe the hardest part is to get the center pin to actually fit inside the top, to fit inside the top ridge. And it actually does. Oh, and it fits. It's actually quite snugly, almost perfect. You can actually see, if you see all the way inside, it fits right into the top. That's way better than I anticipated. Now it'll be exciting to see how it looks on the VNA. It might be different than the simulations. There are some areas that I couldn't reproduce exactly, because I had to make the part manufacturable, and I had a goal to make it as affordable as possible. For instance, the bottom cavity, or the cavity at the back of the antenna behind the feed, this part, is designed so that it can be machined from one side in a single part, and that made some limitations with regards to how it could form the geometry in the back. And also I had to add rounded corners or fillets, so it could be machined on the 3-axis. So there are a couple of parts that deviate from the simulations, but hopefully this won't make that big of a difference. Unfortunately, I haven't purchased the correct screws for the SMA, but I guess this will do for now. Quite beautiful, if I can say so myself. So we have configured up the VNA so we could test its performance. From simulation, the antenna was designed to work all the way down to about just below 2.4 gigahertz. I hadn't really checked the highest frequency it could run on, but from the measurements here, it works all the way up to 8.5 gigahertz. And I've later checked the simulations, and from simulations, it's supposed to go all the way up to 10. I've built two antennas so that I can start doing reflection measurements, for instance, characterizing absorbance or perform radar experiments. What's left now is that I need to create some fixture mounts for the antennas before I can start using them. If you're interested in seeing how I designed the antenna, let me know in the comments and I'll make a tutorial. See you in the next one.